Okay, we got a video request from one of our friends through Instagram. And by the way, if you want to make video requests or you want to just have a chat, Instagram, the gram is the place for that. So, hey Saeed, hope all is well with you. I just watched your video, Porn is Ruining Sex, and I have a question. I don't really fap anymore for the last 2 years. And for the last year, I think I fapped maybe once or twice, but mostly just sex with my partner of 2 years. Lately, I haven't even had the urge to have sex, and we've only done it maybe once or twice a month. And it's always her that wants it, not me. Until she gets me going, but after, when I bust a nut, I'm just like, fuck, that was a waste of energy. Now I'm drained. I have no energy for the rest of the day, no creativity, etc., etc. So later, I try to avoid it as much as possible. I gave Tantric Sex a try, but the urge to bust a nut is too strong. So lately I've been working on my spirituality and stuff. So I really want to cultivate all that energy and not just a nut. My partner's cool, but I can tell it won't last forever. She has no interest in spirituality and evolving and is operating on them lower chakras. She just works, eats shitty food, and she's still controlled by cravings and smokes cigarettes sometimes. And I feel like she just wants sex for that instant good feeling, you know? You know what I mean? So lately I've been feeling like we have an expiring date. So I ask you, wise one, where's my staff? Where's my staff? Bring me my staff. Any advice for me? Should I end it now, even if it means having no money and moving back with my parents? So that's the first part. So the first part of the question is what is your advice? Should I just end it? You know, I could tell we're not gonna last. Should I just get on with it? Should I just face the inevitable now? So that's the first part. Now the second part is more for comic relief. Also something I'd love to hear your opinion on more is sexual fetishes like foot fetish. I've had one since I can remember, and even now I'm kind of operating in high vibrations. I'm still drawn to feet. It's bizarre. I'm not ashamed or anything. It's cool if you ask me. It just means there's temptation everywhere. Does that mean I'm imbalanced in some way spiritually? Okay, so let's answer the more serious part of the question. Should you break up with her? Should you end it? You're gonna have to. You're saying she has no interest in evolving, right? I mean, if there was a seed, if there was something in there, you saw that she's interested in being on the journey as well, then I think it would be worthwhile to hang out with her and do this together. You know, you've been together for 2 years, so, but you're saying she has no interest at all. I mean, she knows you're on that path of spiritual evolution and enlightenment, so lightening up everything. And you're saying she has no interest. So if she has no interest, she has no interest. Then that's not her trip. That's not her karma to go on this path right now. She has this earthly music playing in her. She wants to smoke cigarettes. She wants to eat junk food. She still wants to do it. The desire is in her. And so, you know, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. I mean, you're as close of a relationship with her, right? As intimate of a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, and yet she has no interest. And you have no business in infringing on her free will. You have no business in trying to convince her otherwise. You have no business in changing her whatsoever. Whatsoever. You have no business. No business. You can't change anybody. If you try to change someone, you infringe on their free will, on their right to be, and to just live and let live. You know, you infringe on their right, on their free will. Watch my recent video, which should have been posted yesterday or the day before, how to heal people. I talk more about the infringement on someone's free will. And how that's not looked upon favorably. And you don't want to crash her party right now. She's got to do what she's got to do. Which means you've got to break up with her, my friend. You've got to do it. I mean, there's no way around it. Okay? There is no way around it. You've got to do it. Now, there is a potential problem. There is a problem, not a potential problem. There is a problem here, which means you got to move back in with your mom. I don't know your mom. I don't know your relationship to your mom, but you know, it's not, moving back with mom is not always, you know, especially if you're grown up and everything. It may hurt your pride, you know, but if you can get past that, I mean, it's not the worst thing. You know, like my mom, if I was to move back in with live with my parents right now, my mom would love it. She would love it. You know, she would have no, like, she wouldn't be like, Saeed, like, why aren't you working or this? She just wants me to be at home. So maybe your mom's the same way, you know. I don't know your mom. I don't know the relationship, the dynamic. But perhaps your mom is going to like that, actually. That, you know, her kid is with her for a little bit again. It's like the old days, right? Because they miss it when you leave, you know, when the baby birds fly, you know, most mothers, they miss their baby birds. And so they wouldn't mind having their baby bird back in every once in a while. Now, that could be a great opportunity for you to move back with your mother and do some self work. Work on yourself a little bit, right? Work on yourself a little bit. That's, you know, think about it like that. You know, like my brother, for example, he's moving back with my parents. And he's doing a lot of inner work right now. So he's working on his online business and everything. He's got no expenses. No food expenses, no rent expenses. He's working on his online business. Low startup costs, so, you know, so maybe you could do something like that, right? Maybe you could look at this as an opportunity. Not as a curse, oh, I have to move back with my mom, but rather as a blessing. Because the longer you stay together with your girlfriend, you know, the more time you're wasting, really. Like, we're going into 2020. 2020 is a big year for ascension, for higher consciousness, for spiritual evolution. Huge year. Huge year. No time to waste. No time to waste. Okay? No time to waste. And I've been emphasizing on that a lot more lately. Like in my older videos, I would be more cautious to tell people to drop out of college and end the relationship, right? But now, because I feel the energies, I feel the energy of the planet, of the ascension, of the whole process, and it's now going into high gear. So now I just tell people drop out of college and end your relationship straight up, because there's no more time to waste. A few years ago, right? There was more patience in the whole process because it still was going to, slower. But now there's so much going on a spiritual level that the process now, the ascension process is happening so quickly. And 2020 is a decisive year. It's a big year as far as the raising of consciousness goes. A lot of people are going to wake up, and the ones who are awake are really going to start to activate some serious powers within them. So now I tell people, don't waste your time. Drop out of college, end the relationship. No time to waste. No time to waste. No time to waste. No time to waste. Every moment is precious. Every day is precious. Every day is an opportunity to get up and work on yourself and serve the world. And if you stay with this girl, another 6 months? It's gonna have to end it at some point, right? You're gonna have to end it at some point. Like we discussed there, it's not that she has the seed. There's no seed for her growth. She just doesn't want it right now, which is fine. That's her free will. That's her free will. You just make sure you end it in a friendly, compassionate way. leave no bad vibrations behind. Because if you do, then there is some work to do on that in that department. So just make sure you leave it in as compassionate and loving way as possible. And obviously you've been with her 2 years, so it's not going to be like taking off your slippers, you know. It's going to be more like taking off a very, 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 very tight shoe that's, you know, been stuck to your feet for some time. It's going to be quite a process. You know, it's, you know, it's not as easy as taking off a pair of slippers, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, it's going to be it's going to hurt you, you know, you're going to miss her and everything. From time to time, you're going to feel the urge to want to be intimate with her and be like, man, I have nobody to be intimate with right now. Oh, what if my girlfriend was with me right now and we would be cuddling and, you know, this and that, right? Yeah, you'll feel that for sure. You know, it's like, it's just the way it is. You know, you're used to something and then it's taken away from you and you're going to miss it. So you're going to miss her, right? You're going to miss her, she's going to miss you. That's normal, that's natural. But you adjust, just like if you were addicted to candy and suddenly you had no more candy. The first 3-4 days are rough. After that, your body just adjusts and you get on with it. You move on with the new moment, with the new existential moment. So, like I said, things are happening very quickly, and you want to really jump on the bandwagon here. So that's my advice on that particular part of the question. As for the foot fetish, I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, we have all kinds of weird things. I don't know. You know, it's. I mean, you like feet. You know, I mean, feet. I guess they're cool, right? I mean, you know, they're kind of cool. You know, I knew a girl once that was into feet, and I found that amusing. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're feet, right? Their feet. They walk on them and everything. They're exquisite. They're definitely exquisite instruments, right? You could run and jump and dance and do all kinds of things and hop on your toes. I suppose, you know, from an artistic point of view, I mean, there is artistic value to the feet. Now, does that mean I'm imbalanced in some way spiritually? You know, I wouldn't call it imbalanced. I would just keep working on yourself, and as the energy fully begins to reside in the heart chakra and beyond, you'll probably find it amusing rather than arousing. Okay? You know, it'll go from arousing to amusing, right? So just keep working on yourself. It doesn't mean you're imbalanced at all, you know. It just if you're in the heart and you're residing there and you're residing in the heart, you know, you'll appreciate the feet, you'll appreciate everything. And in fact, if you're fully in your heart and you're making love, you know, you probably make love to everything. I mean, you know, you'll make love to your partner's feet. You'll kiss her feet, her hands, and everything in her. Because if you're in the heart, you're so loving, right? So you find everything so magnificent, and you really want to love your partner. So you want to serve her in every way. So you really want to make love to her in every way. So it's not that suddenly, you know, oh, I'm in the heart, so I'm not gonna. It's like, no, actually you become a very, very good lover, like a super lover when you're in the heart. So, no, there is nothing wrong with you. You're not imbalanced, right? You're not imbalanced. You will actually probably appreciate, as you move up the chakras, you'll appreciate the feet even more. You'll appreciate everything even more. So, but it'll be more of an integrated approach, I suppose, rather than, you know, rather than get aroused by the feet. It's more of an appreciation. It changes the the sentiment changes, I think. the more the energy rises up. So it goes from arousal, like lust, for whatever reason you're lusting feet, right? You're just lusting feet. I don't know what you do with the feet, you know. I know it gets pretty wacky and crazy, right? So it goes, you know, as the energy rises up and you're more residing in the heart, it goes from probably, you know, lust and arousal to appreciation. You may actually, you will you know, feel an appreciation. And when you do make love, you'll make love to the feet, but you'll also make love to every other part of your partner's body as well. So just keep working on yourself. You're not imbalanced or anything like that, okay? I mean, God knows how we pick up these things, right? You don't know. I don't know. So hopefully this, hopefully this helps you in your life. And I want to thank the Patreons for your support for these rants, which I love to make. And if you'd like to pledge, you know, you could pledge $2 a month. That's about it. So if you believe in this community and you feel like you want to contribute in that way, there are links in the description for PayPal, for Patreon, and Instagram if you'd like to make any inquiries in any way, shape, or form. And until next time, may the force be with you.